YouTube channel. Welcome to the Titan batch, Pinnacle batch, and Praram batch, and to every other student from the YouTube community. Chaitanya, Yogesh, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. Shivam. Samarth. Deya. Putresh, Manasi, Pavitran, Abha. You look tired. I just had a live right. And yeah, when you sit in front of the system for too long, your eyes will look a little tired. That is there. Can't help it. Garvit Jain, love you so much. Oh, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, that will do. Aditya, Sanket. No, I'm not in Delhi. I'm in Bangalore. I'm looking that tired. From which angle? Let the class start. So welcome, people. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Get into a good college and start UPSC prep. I'm not getting a good college. I'm 17 to IGNOU degree. Okay, all those general queries, I will take it up later. Spammers, please stay away from my class. The topics what we'll be discussing again because of the paucity of time. Let us look into the most important topics here. FCRA amendment, Netra, drug rules, Indian passport, and then statistical database. Under geography, we have Super El Nino. FCRA amendment. So what is this FCRA amendment? See, the point here is what we have to understand here is, first of all, there are NGOs in our country. What do you mean by NGOs? Non-governmental organizations. Now, these non-governmental organizations, let me tell you how they used to function. I've told this earlier also. So back when we were preparing, that is 2011, 12, 13, 14, these or even before that also, I always used to hear they are running an NGO. They are running an NGO. And because it was non-governmental organization, and it always used to have this some sort of aura surrounding it, that you're running an NGO. Wow, such great people, such nice heart they have, etc., etc. One of, I would not call him a friend, but maybe an acquaintance whom I knew. He used to make something like rupees 50,000 in a month. And I'm talking about 2010-11. 50,000 rupees in a month. Back then, 50,000 means, because back then I think $1 was somewhere around 35-40 rupees. Today is around 90. So double of that. That means easily making, in today's language, he was actually making more than 1 lakh. I never understood what is the game behind it, etc. Because I was thinking, okay, these are nice, kind people. They are, good people, blah, 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 blah. But what is the reality? The reality is that more than 90% of them were not filing any income tax returns. In other words, if I am running an NGO, what fund I got, from where I got, what did I use it for? I am not revealing any of these details to the government. I am not even filing any income tax, because NGOs, etc., were exempted from paying income tax. Forget paying the tax, their accounts were not even audited. No audit. You can take any amount of foreign fund from anywhere. You can utilize it for anything that you want, anything and everything that you want. Now, I didn't understand it back then. Now, I didn't understand it back then that these were agencies that were actually working in the country against the country. Got the point? They were working against the country. Now, how do they work? I'll give you a classic example for this. The classic example for this is, Kudankulam nuclear power plant protests, where people used to go into the water, into the sea water, and they were standing there. No, we will not allow Kudankulam nuclear power plant here, etc. I remember the Hindu used to run articles after articles. It is this is happening, etc., etc. Finally, the plant got inaugurated. Today, what is the scenario? The very same people who would have protested against it, they are all taking the electricity from Kudankulam nuclear power plant. Automatically, it begs a question. Like, then, what is this compulsion to go and protest? Because average human behavior, if you see, until and unless, especially in India, let me tell you, in India, until religion is touched, people will not come on the road. Take it from me. This is our general behavior. Now, NEET exam, so much of nonsense happened. Correct? Did anything happen? Did people actually come to the road? Forget people coming to the road. Did our opposition do anything? Nothing. Not a thing. So that is done. Then we saw, what is it? In Indore, babies died because of rat bite. Did anything happen? Did the people come on the road? Nothing. We saw again, because of drainage water getting into drinking water, people killed, people got died, people got killed again. Did anything happen? Nothing. But if religion or caste is touched in India, people will come on the road, people will create hangama. Otherwise, generally, it is a very rare thing for the people to come out. Everywhere, whenever a protest used to happen, when the government agency started doing a background check to it, they found out that for most of the protesters, funds came from NGOs. And for the NGOs, they came from countries abroad. Got the point? From countries abroad. Now, which are these countries, etc.? I am not going to give the details of it now, but let us just keep it like this now, because again, you need to have proper documented evidence to say that it is from this country, this bank, etc. Allegedly, which countries were these? We will see it later. But one thing was sure, that it was always like somebody didn't want India to grow. And again, if you look at it, this when NGOs were very strong, when NGOs were getting funding, if you notice parallelly, now this is not there in your current affairs anywhere. Parallelly, you would have noticed Naxalism was also thriving very well in our country. JNK also, the issues that were there, like protests or throwing stones at the army officers, etc., even that was going strong. Got the point? All this was happening at the same time. Now, I am not going to be, again, for some of you it is dismissed on, see, he's again supportive of BJP government. No. Action, credit should be given where it is due. Current government did a very shoddy job, no doubt about it, with NTA, NEET exam, etc. But where have they got their things or priorities right? And that is with regard to internal security. Full mark should be given for that, no doubt about it. Following the BJP government coming into power, one of the first things that they made as a rule was all the NGOs in the country should file their income tax returns. I was working with one NGO based, or rather two NGO based academies in Bangalore. Now, I didn't think about it much that time. Some of the payment that we used to receive was in cash format. All right, we were only getting it in cash. So obviously we are getting it in cash. We are also happy. Back then, still when 500 rupees and 1000 rupees was in, was in vogue. BJP made this rule. Within next month, I am saying I am jobless. I am like, kya hua? Both the NGOs discontinued their civil service program. One NGO shutting down, we can understand. Both the NGOs shutting down. Then I am hearing there was another NGO again, which which was based out of Guwahati. But that is thriving well. So I was like, I was confused. What is happening? So I inquired. So the Guwahati based NGO, they have everything. Every rupee that they are collecting, every rupee that they are spending, it is in perfect order. The books are maintained clean and clean. So their registration, their license, everything had no issues. Whereas those two NGOs that I was working with in Bangalore, their licenses, everything got cancelled. Because like I told you, one of them was actually making the payment in cash. And any payment that you make in cash, you can never make any account of it. First thing. The next major blow, death blow that the BJP government gave was basically demonetization, where most of the NGOs came crumbling down. That is, roughly speaking, if you see post 2014 today, hardly some 16,000 or 16 to 20,000 NGOs are only existing today. And with the recent amendments that has been made to the FCRA, that is the money that you are getting from abroad, what you should do with it or what you shouldn't do with it, government has brought in some new rules. With these latest rules, what is going to happen is, we are going to see more NGOs shutting down. In other words, what it simply means is, the so-called protests that whatever we are going to see against the government, or the articles that we are going to see in the newspapers, all of this are going to come to a stop. No fund, no article, no fund, no protest. Got the picture here? Now let us take it up. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010 regulates the receipt and utilization. Receipt means whatever you receive as fund and how much you have utilized your foreign contributions by NGOs and associations in India. On June 23, 2026, the Union Home Ministry issued two notifications. First notification amended the FCRA rules 2011. The second notification revised compounding penalties under section 41(1) of the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Compounding penalties means now the punishment has been the fine that you have to pay if you don't follow the FCRA regulation. The conditions, if you don't follow, you will have to pay fine for it. But why those NGOs giving UPSC coaching? So one of those NGOs, what they were doing, now I can talk about it. It is now again, what is it, at least 12 years ago. They are no more in existence also. I never knew this. So they were giving coaching to a certain set of students. So let us say in the class only 40 students are there. They would claim that it is 80 students that is there in the class. And for these 40 students, let us say they were charging some 40,000 rupees in a year. Okay, 40,000 they are charging from the students. Now this 80 is there. They are telling what? 80 is there. Fund was actually coming from Germany. Funds were actually coming from Germany. To the German agency, they were actually telling 80 students are there. And for 80 students, they are giving it for free. From Germany, the fund was coming at the rate of 80 into 85,000. Per student, they were giving 85,000 rupees. 80 into 85,000, look at that money. That money goes into their pocket, number one. Number two, 40,000 what they are collecting from the 40 students, that also goes into their pocket. Got the logic here? This is how the NGOs run. In addition to this, if they buy land, they buy property, they register everything in the name of that NGO only. Why? You don't have to pay tax. Another interesting feature of this thing was that because they were not paying tax also properly, they were not even auditing their accounts. Most of the expenses of NGOs used to be written as administrative expenses, which will run into lakhs or crores together. So they will draw their own salary, but they will never show it as salary. They will show it as what? Administrative expenses. And that administrative expenses, sometimes how crazy it used to be. Now let us say total fund that they got is 10 lakhs. In that administrative expenses used to be 9,50,000. All this money will get distributed aram se. I never understood any of these petty puny politics or these games, etc., or how big the scandal was at that point of time. Trust me, because I always used to wonder, these people are so happy working here. How is it possible? It is an NGO. What will they be getting out of it? This is what I was thinking. I never knew the game behind it. In other words, if you want to make black money white, you have ill-gotten wealth with you. You want to make black money white, or you want to underreport the money that you have received. Number two. Number three, you don't even want to show you took money from some very shady organizations, let us say from terrorists or some criminals or whatever. Best thing to do is what? Start an NGO. No questions asked. You don't have to audit. You don't have to file an income tax. So funding is there. Enough funding is there. Got the point here? The one who is providing the funds, would he, she, they be seen at fault? See, we don't know how. See, only we know in India, in one place, this was the system that is being run. We don't know again, like how, whether they knew it, they didn't know it. We don't know. Because one thing I knew how they were fooling them was they used to take photographs from different angles and send it to them. Different angles, they will ensure that the photo is taken in such a way that it will seem as if so many students are sitting in the class. Like that, they used to take the photographs and send it to them and show them that, see, these many students are there. Got the point here? What if the protests are for a really concerning reason? Won't they get affected too? See, genuine protest is there. Let me tell you again, Gandhian method, don't forget it. Gandhi, if you really see, when the Rowlatt Satyagraha took place, Rowlatt Satyagraha and Khilafat agitation started, okay, it kept on going for some time, Rowlatt Satyagraha and the Khilafat agitation. Gandhi was actually waiting for an opportunity to call off the non-cooperation movement. Because what started from Rowlatt Satyagraha, it started going to its peak. Chauri Chaura incident happened. Gandhi immediately said, no violence. I am not going to tolerate any form of violence, whatever be the reason. And he called off the Rowlatt Satyagraha, the non-cooperation movement. He called it off. Nehru was not happy. Many leaders inside Congress, many youngsters in Congress were like, why? We are about to achieve freedom. Why did you stop it? Because Gandhi knew people's psyche. And what was that? When the movement reaches its peak, you have to give it a rest period. Because human beings cannot maintain sustained emotion for a very long period of time. That is the reality. Eventually, it will come down. That is a simple funda. So Gandhi had a reason and Gandhi gave it down. It went down. So what happened now? People are like again waiting. It cooled off. A cooling period started. Now again they are like, okay, what next? What next? Then came civil disobedience movement. In other words, Gandhian method, if you have to sum it up in a simple sentence, it is struggle, truce, struggle. T for truce. T-R-U-C-E. And again, not double T. Got the point here? This is how a genuine, any movement you should maintain. Just to connect it again, so many people, so Anna Hazare movement which started after the 2G alleged 2G spectrum scam. Now we can only say the alleged 2G spectrum scam because the Honorable Supreme Court has said there was no corruption involved in 2G spectrum. So we have to stick by the Supreme Court verdict. 1 minute. Yaar, when I'm in class. So sorry, people, the IT team. So Anna Hazare movement also, why did it fail? Because they tried to maintain a steady pitch. This we will do, then this, then this, then this. Eventually, people are like, it came down. That's the point. So we will have to wait and watch what will happen with the CJP also for this reason. Got the point here? Just connecting things for you. Now coming back. Foreign Contribution Amendment Rules 2026 constitute the 10th revision of the rules since 2011. Government stated that the amendments aim to improve transparency, accountability, traceability and monitoring of foreign contributions. That means who is sending the money to you? What are you using it for? What is the purpose here? This is the idea. See, let us not connect it and go for a broader discussion now. That temple funds also needs to be done, audited, etc. That is another argument. That matter is already sub judice. It is there with the Supreme Court. Let the verdict come out. We'll have to wait till then. Okay, Divyan shall come to that. We'll come to that. Why these people from Germany, etc. are funding, or why these fundings are coming from Europe or America, or sometimes even from the Middle Eastern countries. Why they are coming, we will see that. Evolution. The foreign FCRA framework has undergone increased scrutiny since 2015. Since 2015, it has undergone increased scrutiny. So that is why I told you this is not a coincidence. It is only after the NDA government came into power since 2014 that they have been tightening the screws on FCRA and the contributions being received by NGOs and civil society organizations in the country. An online renewal process was introduced. What is this online renewal process? If I want to renew my registration of my NGO, I can do it online. No more paperwork. Large-scale cancellations and non-renewals of registrations followed. Moment they kept it online, because online when you keep it, the problem is what? You will have to upload certain things. Correct. You will have to upload your audit. You will have to upload your income tax returns. You will have to show your expenditures, etc. Only then your license will be renewed. But with the simple system itself, what ended up happening was that 15 to 20,000 NGOs aram se got their entire license revoked. Revoked means cancelled because they couldn't renew it. Most of these NGOs had to shut their office. Got the point here? The 2020 amendments prohibited the onward transfer of foreign contributions to other NGOs. That is, I will tell you, see, I don't know who made these rules, okay? That is, if I received a certain set of fund from Qatar, my NGO received it, I could literally transfer that funds to another NGO. I mean, what basis is that? Like what? How do you transfer it from one NGO to another NGO? But this was allowed. Surprising, right? This is being allowed, and this was being allowed in the country because in 2020, amendments prohibited the onward transfer of foreign contributions to other NGO. Getting the picture here. So that means from NGO to NGO means I can keep transferring it, right? 15 to 20,000 NGOs are there here means I can keep transferring it from one account of one NGO to another. The government will go mad trying to track down, where is this fund going? I can keep splitting it up. From my NGO, it goes into 5 NGOs. From that 5, it goes into 10. From 10, it goes into 20. From 20, it goes into 40. It can keep going like that. How the hell am I going to find out, okay, where is this fund going? Where is this? Who got the money? Who withdrew it? It's never going to be easy. 2020 amendments reduce the administrative expenditure ceiling from 50% to 20%. Means, if you received 100 rupees, earlier, like I told you, because there was no limitation, nothing, up to 90-95% were shown as administrative expenditure. But now what was the comedy? Government brought it down first to 50. Same government brought it down to 20. That means maximum 20 rupees only you can spend as administrative expenditure. The remaining expenses should be for what? Whatever purpose you have set up the NGO. So now what is the benefit for me? Again, if you notice afterwards, now the number of people who are running NGOs drastically dropped. I cannot take anything from it, right? So why will I run an NGO now? Earlier that was not the case. Earlier you could take 90% from it. 10% only used to go for whatever NGO work it was. Now where is the incentive? Where is the incentive to run an NGO? Now it is no more an attractive option to make money. Then, constitutional basis. The center has argued that the freedom to form associations or engage in charitable activities does not include an unrestricted right to receive foreign contributions or utilize them beyond permissible limits. Now we all know that there is a freedom. There is actually a freedom to form associations under Article 19. We can all form an association, correct? Nikhil sir's current affair class association. We can form it. There is no problem with it. But does it mean under Article 19, does it anywhere say that because you formed an association, you will be able to get any amount of money from anywhere that you want? Absolutely no. You cannot do that. There is no such blanket freedom. The government has argued that FCRA, its rules and subsequent amendments regulate the manner in which foreign contributions are received and utilized rather than prohibit charitable activities. When you are receiving foreign fund, why did you receive it? What are you going to use it for? That is the main idea here. The government has maintained that the regulatory framework does not violate fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 19(1)(c) relating to forming associations or Article 19(1)(g) relating to the freedom to practice any profession or carry on any occupation, trade or business. Some people had literally made NGO their bread and butter. Start an NGO, receive funds, etc. Now this may invite some controversy, but let me tell you. Cow attacks a child. And let us say the public hit the cow. Took their slipper and they hit it and made the cow run. Will any Gomata association come and immediately come to you or drag you to the police station or drag you to the court or something? I agree. If beef or something is cooked or something, that becomes an issue in the country. That I will agree. Associations are there for that. That I will agree. Okay. Scenario number 2. cat attacks a child. Cat attacks a child. Cat is killed. Will any association come? No. Monkey attack is there. Will any association come? No. Why is it that when a dog bites, immediately we can see people coming from everywhere? In fact, moment dog is bitten, we can see people crying. That is, it doesn't know, right? It doesn't know. It is not doing it on purpose. It didn't bite it on purpose. The baby would have done something to instigate. This is how they emotionally talk, and we are like, kutta hi to hai. And they'll be like, dare you call it a kutta? Then they would have given some name also. Maybe Vikramaditya Tandana, some name, God knows. We should address the dog by that name only. Okay, we're not Vikramaditya. Let us go with Mulchanji. That is reasonable, right? Now Vikramaditya, I don't want again somebody coming from history, the history faculty. How dare you name a dog Vikramaditya? Mulchanji. That at least we can agree. Correct? Mulchanji के बारे में आप ऐसे कुछ मत बोलो. So the point is, why only for dogs this is there? Because the idea is very simple. When dogs bite, you have to take what? Dogs bite, you will definitely have to take anti-rabies vaccine. And there are so many NGOs here running these so-called dog shelters, these pro-dog rights, dogs ko bachao. They will show these photos of these dogs, looking, these dogs don't know. They don't know to ask for water. They don't know to ask for food. And dog also will be looking, in that puppy face it will be there. Please contribute your donation. I'm not telling all the dog associations or NGOs are bad. Now they have only taken when the dog was sitting simply or smiling or whatever. After eating food, it is sitting like that papa face it will keep. They have never seen an angry dog, right? They have never seen an angry dog. They have never seen a rabies wala dog. So that is the reason here. So who is funding these NGOs? Not everyone. I am telling a few. The vaccine mafia. If they are really interested, if these so-called dog people, etc., want the dogs to be protected, what should they be doing actually? They should basically be selling these. They should be actually asking for funds to make the vaccines cheaper. Correct? The vaccine is cheaper. You maintain any amount of dog. You make these vaccines at 10 rupees per shot. Or 5 rupees per shot. Correct? But no. If this is there, dogs are there, vaccine has to be kept. Same logic. Got the point here? So, you practice anything that you want. We don't care. That is what the government is telling. You do any trade you want, you do any NGO you want. But if you are receiving foreign fund, from where did you get it? What did you do with it? For what purpose have you used it? That needs to be, that you need to tell it to the government. The center has relied on Article 19.4, which permits reasonable restrictions on the freedom to form associations. In the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, public order and morality, the center has also relied on Article 19.6, which permits reasonable restrictions on the freedom to carry on trade, business, occupation or profession in the public interest. That is the bottom line here. See, whatever fundamental right we have, we know it is not absolute. It is qualified. It comes under conditions. Even for a cat bite, we have to take. See, Mayuresh, I understand. Even for a cat bite, we have to take vaccine. Even for a monkey bite also, we have to go and take a rabies shot. I'm not denying any of that. But there is a difference here. You know what is, have you ever seen a cat? When was the last time a cat chased you and bit you? Cats are basically solitary creatures. And there is a famous saying, a cornered cat is a dangerous cat. If a cat has nowhere to run, you have cornered it, it is in a corner, then it will come and bite you, it will attack you. No doubt about it. When was the last time 2-year-old boy baby, while he was playing outside, got bitten by a cat and killed? When did you read it last time? Correct? Same thing goes with monkeys. Monkeys are also very, very territorial. Until and unless you do something to it, it will not come and attack you. But that is not the case with dogs. And dogs, again, if you notice, cats will bite your feet. Monkeys also will come and bite whatever is closest. But these rabies wala dogs, they straight away go for your jugular. They are trying to bite you, bite your leg and bring you down. Why? So that they can go for your neck. Cats don't do that. Monkeys don't do that. Dogs go for your neck. Got the point? Article 25 guarantees the right to profess, practice and propagate religion. Now this is the main point here. So somebody asked me, sir, why from Germany they are sending funds? This is the reason. I'm not going to take any particular name here. Minority based religion. Got the point? Minority based religion, if it is, funds will come from abroad. Funds will come from Europe. Funds will come from USA. Funds will even come from Middle East. For religious propagation, propagating the religion, getting more people to accept the religion, funds do enter into the country. That is the bottom line. See, if Indians are giving funds, let me tell you, hard-earned money is there. Your hard-earned money. You will simply give it to an NGO every month. It is quite difficult. Maybe even if you give also, you may probably give, okay, 1,000 rupees, enough. That much only I can give now. Because it's your hard-earned money. Already government is taking tax, income tax, GST, etc. What after that little is remaining. After that now somebody says, no, this child requires heart transplant, this, that, etc. You will look at it. Oh, your child's age is 2 years. My son is also 2 years. Okay. This much I will give. 1,500 rupees. That's it. More than that, no hard-earned money. You will give it away like that to an NGO. But if it is coming in dollars, euros, pounds, dirhams, reals, dinar, then you can give right. Oh yeah, keep the change, 1 lakh here, take it. You can give it aram se. Got the point? Supreme Court judgments. In Reverend Stanislaus versus State of Madhya Pradesh 1977, Supreme Court held that the right to propagate religion does not include the right to convert another person. Goes without saying, some of these NGOs were actually indulging in what? Actually they were indulging in religious conversion. For that they were getting foreign fund. I can again say this from my personal experience. So for example, there is a standard operating procedure to which they will approach you. And this experience I had in college. So this group actually, we went there. Now we will go in college. Why will you go to any function basically? If at all they tell one function is there, a prayer meeting is there, they will, and then they will tell you food is also there. That to non-vegetarian food. Hostel food will be kharab. So you will be like, free food, non-veg is there. You will go. You will have it. Okay. You will have the non-veg food. That time one fellow will come. Hi. I will be like, hi. What's your name? Nikhil. What are you doing? I'm an engineering student. Okay. So Nikhil, I will be, Now imagine you're focusing on chicken biryani. Then you are like, okay, after this biryani, I should eat that mutton also. Mutton is looking good because mutton again to get it fresh is very difficult. So you are looking, okay, mutton is also looking fresh. My focus is on that. Okay, after this biryani, attack the mutton because mutton is getting over in no time. So this guy started like, Nikhil, so are you happy in life? So I was like, I looked at him from head to toe. I observed. I understood the assignment. Normally, what will anybody say? I'm happy. But you don't look completely happy. They will say that. Then you'll be like, some problems are there. What problems are there? then you say, see, this is what God has to come. Then they will start their agenda. Because me being me, I told I am very happy in my life. So he was like, that is out of script. According to his script given to him, he is only used to what people telling, no, I'm not happy in my life, I have so many problems. What to do when a person says, hey, I'm fantastic, I'm very happy in my life, great, life is beautiful. He is like, you don't tell like that. That is not there in my script. You tell the other one. Say that you're sad. It is written on his face. It is written on his face that this is not what he was expecting. Start of religious conversion. Got the point here? In Indian Social Action Forum versus Union of India, March 2020, the Supreme Court held that regulation of the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution serves the objective of protecting national interest. Like I told you, I've told this many a times also. See, when it comes to internal, so movies like Kerala Story are true. See, that is a little exaggerated. That is a very exaggerated version. Okay. It is a very, very exaggerated version. That is not so true. Understand that. And nobody, see, I'll tell you again. You should be having no brains, basically. That somebody comes and tells you, come on, convert to the religion, and you will be like, okay, I will convert. You will immediately do it. That means you don't have brains. Understand that very clearly. All right. No, that is a different game. So don't believe in that. And it is very, very true that in Kerala, a good section of the population actually eats beef. It is so true. At the same time, they are very religious. Trust me. They are very, very religious also. Understand that. So Kerala, you cannot even take it as an example anywhere. Let me tell you, that society is a very unique society. You will not find a society like that in any other part of India. Understand that very clearly. Objective of protecting national interests. I've always told you this when it comes to matters of national security. All right, when it comes to matters of national security, Supreme Court will never ever take an anti-governmental stand. Supreme Court will only take pro-government stand. So Insaf versus Union of India, March 2020, Supreme Court made it very clear in terms of these regulations, foreign contribution regulation, if it is to protect national security, it is important to put a guideline for it, put a regulation for it. Supreme Court observed that a balance must be maintained between the objectives of the law and the rights of voluntary organizations to access foreign contributions. Supreme Court held that only associations involved in active or party politics are barred from receiving foreign contributions. That is, you are a political organization, then you cannot take funding. Supreme Court read down provisions that classified protest, demonstrations, and rights-based activism as activities of a political nature. Murali 222 what is that? 22220. Murali, let me tell you, PDF is available in the description of this YouTube channel. Please click it on and download the PDF. That is all you have to do. Don't take down notes. Isha Foundation. Isha Foundation runs because of their products, etc. and their various, they sell courses there. Understand, one yoga session, one pranayama session, one retreat session, etc. It's very costly. And you need to pay. The more you pay, only the closer and closer you will get close to. Hello? You will get closer to him. Otherwise, you will never get closer to him. You want directly to sit under Sadguru Jaggi Vasudev means you should pay the highest payment there. Only then you will be able to access him. Otherwise, you won't be able to access him. You will be part of one general yoga group. That's it. That is the same thing what is done by Mr. Sri Ravi Shankar also. You need to be like within the same room with him. You need to pay the highest payment there. That is the point. Got the picture here? So, if you really see protests in our country, again, like I told you, why the protests are not happening, why the protests have gone down, what is the reason for it? Main idea is this. Because if you are into protests, if you are having an organization, If you are into protest, but that protest is again political in nature, you cannot receive foreign contribution now. That is the reason why you are not seeing all these protests happening anymore. Kundana, Papana, you will have to remember the cases also, because mains, they are asking it. Mains, they are literally asking it. Got the point? Absolutely. See, just action IND, that is the point. That is my ultimate Brahmastra. Ultimate Brahmastra is to again become Jaggi 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 Jagat Guru Shri 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 Nikhil Ramananda Chaitanyananda Utyananda Nityananda whatever, and start my own cult. One personal one-to-one mentoring for exam related mentoring 1 lakh only. For life related mentoring 2 lakh only. Trust me, I will make money in no time. Whatever EMIs are there will get closed in no time. Because there are so many people in our country who are literally going bonkers with the current situation. Easy way to make money. In Noel Harper versus Union of India, April 22, Supreme Court upheld the constitutional validity of the 2020 amendments to the FCRA. Supreme Court held that no person has a vested or absolute right to receive foreign contributions. Got the point? There is no, exactly. That is another option. So that is what. So NGOs went and fought the case. NGOs were like, no, we have a right to receive funds. Supreme Court was like, what? Pagla gaya ho ka? There is no absolute right and all. Pagla gaya ho ka simply means, are you mad or what? That is, I believe in Bihari language, it is spoken like the Bhojpuri or Bihari language, I'm not sure. You cannot get it. That is not an absolute right. It should be guided. There should be a guideline for it. It is regulated. That is also there, Sakshi. Multiple plans are there. We don't know, right, which one universe will listen to. Supreme Court observed that excessive dependence on foreign funding creates an impression that the country is incapable of meeting its own developmental needs. Supreme Court held that foreign contributions can be regulated in the interests of transparency, accountability, and national sovereignty. Got the point here? How to recall? Very simple. Sit and study. That's it. Simple exercise. Betho, pado, ratta maro. Supreme Court further observed that foreign contributions can materially influence the country's socio-economic structure and political system. Now, this is the main reason here. The socio-economic fabric is getting affected. The political fabric of the country is getting affected. Now, if you actually notice, one great Nicobar project is happening in Andaman Nicobar Islands. Are we seeing any protests happening? Why? No fund. Why will I come outside, stand in the sun holding a placard? Why will I come? Correct. Why will I come? Money is not there. Even if I come now, because I am feeling okay, this is something is happening. Like our dear Farhan Akhtar, when he came for the CA protest, one reporter went and asked him, why are you here? Because I am here to protest against CA. So the reporter asked, sir, did you read it about CAA, Citizenship Amendment Act? He said no. Then why are you here? Itne log aa gaye hain, so I have also come. Or one female again in the CJP protest, NTA should be banned. Reporter is like, okay, what is NTA? She is like, कम से कम वो तो जान लो, what is NTA, who is the education minister, what is the issue there. They are all there for their 5 minutes or 2 minutes of social media fame. Instagram में मेरा reel बनेगा, I will become famous. This is the reality of the protest today. But earlier the protest used to be very organized. Very, very organized. Very organized to the point where they used to talk, because money is coming, right? You'll put everybody and you will teach them, this is the full form, this is the reason, this is the this is the that. Entire thing you're putting out there. Got the point here? Major changes under the FCRA. Rule 91B. Okay, that 91B. Well, okay, now $1 million question again many will ask, sir ये rule remember करना है, वो remember करना है. I'm telling you, if a topic has appeared multiple times in the newspaper, there are multiple Supreme Court judgments on it, as we saw right now, you will have to literally remember each and every line. Got the point here? Okay, now we have our spammers. करेक्ट, थोड़ा लेट होना आज आप लोग, क्या हुआ, डिनर करने के लिए गए थे? सो ओके, स्पैमर्स हैव अराइव्ड पीपल, सो जस्ट लीव इट. My age, sweet 17, with 22 years of experience. Rule 91B mandates that every registration certificate must specify the approved purposes for which foreign contributions may be utilized. Means what? A registration certificate will be there, in which you have to clearly tell for what purpose that foreign contribution is going to be used. In your registration certificate, you should tell it very clearly. What are you going to use it for? That is the first major change. Number 2, every registration certificate must also specify the states and union territories where approved activities may be undertaken. What is that actually? That means if I have an NGO, let us say, if I am doing my NGO related activity in the state of Karnataka, for that I will take a registration to do the activities here, and the fund that I am going to bring, whatever fund I am getting from foreign, for a list of activities approved by the central government, in that which activity I am doing, only that I can do. Let us say now I want that NGO, my NGO again, to do some activity in Andhra Pradesh. Can I do that? Absolutely not. If I have to do it in Andhra Pradesh, again I will have to register in Andhra Pradesh another NGO there. No universal registration anymore. You are doing activity in which area, in which state, in which union territory. Only there you will get your registration. Only there you can use the fund. You want to use the fund in another state, in another region, again you will have to re-register. Got the point here? The rules exclude proselytization from permissible activities. What is proselytization? Religious conversion. Religious conversion won't be allowed. Religious conversion related activities will not be allowed or entertained for any NGO. If it is found that you are indulging in religious conversion, means your license or your registration can be revoked. That's the beauty now. Organizations must select their activities from a government prescribed schedule containing 105 permissible purposes. So government has basically said, for 105 activities, what we have said, in that you can make your choice. But I have a 106th? No. What we said, only that you can do. From that 105, if your activity is not there in it, you cannot run your NGO. See, any group, if you are taking foreign funding, if you are receiving foreign fund, you can only utilize it for this 105 groups. As simple as that. The approved purposes are classified under religious, educational, cultural, economic, and social activities. For these 5 activities, you can receive funds from abroad and you can start an NGO. Existing registered organizations have 1 year to indicate the approved purposes and states or union territories they intend to retain in their registration. Where and all you want to work, what purpose it will be from that 105 activities, you have 1 year's time to decide. Any subsequent expansion of approved purpose or geographical coverage requires prior government approval. If I am planning to start one more, increase my geographical coverage to Andhra Pradesh from Karnataka, I need approval. Or if I am planning to increase my activities now, under that 105, I want to cover more seva I want to do, again government approval. You want to beat me. You have my attention finally, Karthik. You are above 18, I'll break you. Come to Chandra Layout, Bangalore. Come there. I'll be available till July 15th. मर्द का बच्चा है तो आजा. Applicants seeking registration or renewal must disclose their social media accounts, websites, and publications. This I have been telling you from day one. In social media accounts, in your websites, and in your publications, or whatever social media account, especially you people, don't you ever post anything anti-government. Be it against BJP government, be it against Congress government, don't do it at all. Don't do it at all. Got the point? Because if at all you are found to be anti-government, it is going to affect your future. So all those very intelligent people in old Rajendra Nagar who are protesting against UPSC, take it from me, none of them are ever going to clear UPSC. You take it from me. None of them will ever clear UPSC. Number one, it will be again a medical miracle only if they clear even state service. Whichever state they are from, if it is Congress government there or TVK there, doesn't matter. Oh, maybe you are right, Dharani. Anyway, so social media accounts, websites, and publications. So the point here is anti-governmental stance. If you take, it will affect you. So I remember I have told you, one of my acquaintance again, he had minus 35 marks in mains exam. Hear me correctly, minus 35 marks in mains exam. It was his fourth mains, third interview or something. That 35 marks, if it was there in his total, he would have got into IPS. Much later only he told me one thing. He had taken part for the protest against UPSC in front of Rajnath Singh's house or somebody's house in Delhi. He also held a placard there. Because in my 12 years of experience teaching, I have never heard of anybody, alright, I never heard of anybody getting minus mark in mains exam. I've never heard. He showed me his mark list also, minus 35. He filed an RT and tried to find out why he got that minus 35, for which UPSC never gave a reply also. Now he's doing well, he's running his own business, he's doing well. That is another story altogether. But what I believe today is, you have protested against UPSC, you have protested against the government, don't expect to get a government job. I want my SP or collector, when a situation comes, to rise up to the occasion, face the challenge. Not like kids, they will throw their cap and baton. No, they didn't teach us this in National Police Academy. This is out of syllabus. I don't like this job, and they will run away like a scared kid. Bottom line is that your job is very clear. You receive an order, you execute it. Period. Clear? So, NGOs also should reveal their social media accounts. How did they identify him? Brother, technology is available. Only one photo is needed. One video is taken, your photo is needed. How long do you think it will take to cross compare this thing? Profile. You are standing in sunlight. Nahi chalegi, you are telling. Sun is giving you all the light. Aram se they will take a pic, put it into the system. System will say, Mila, done. It is not rocket science. Not even 5 minutes it will take. I will guarantee you, Sneha, it is ruined. Or if it is not ruined, great. I'll be the happiest person. But trust me, if they are planning for a future with the government sector, that's not going to happen. Maybe they may clear some Group C, Group B level job. UPSC civil services, they can forget it. Applicants must disclose their approved activities and geographical areas, what activity they are planning to do, what operation it is. Annual returns must include activity reports, what activity they did, financial statements, and social media account details. Organizations receiving fund through intermediary remittance vehicles or donor advised funding arrangements must disclose the ultimate source of foreign contribution. What does that mean? That means there is an agency A. Through that agency, you received the fund. A received fund from, say, Qatar or Middle East or Europe or wherever. You cannot say that I don't know, I received fund from A. That you cannot say. You have taken foreign money. If in that foreign money is involved, you should be able to tell what is the source. If you are not able to tell, you are done. YouTube comment level and all, it will not come. That is what I think. But if government, see, this is the era of AI. Please understand. It will not take much effort or time. I have seen. So for my YouTube comments only, whatever I am getting, all I have to do is click on the profile, and that profile they will say 7 comments. Then I'll click that 7 comments. In that 7 comments also, Gali has been given for me. They have abused me. Then I'll be like, okay, this fellow has some problem with me. My initial thought is always like, did I propose his daughter or something? You know, possible. My ex's father or something. Then I look at his photo. I'm like, nah, he's not old enough to be my ex's father, nor is he old enough to be even be my ex's son. Simply he hates me. Okay, no issues. So it doesn't take much time, people, to track your social media profile, etc. It doesn't take much time. Understand that. And YouTube, etc. Please understand, YouTube you can be tracked, Insta you can be tracked, Facebook you can be tracked. Telegram, if the government puts their mind into it, still you can track. They can track. So stay away from political statements. Correct. Rules introduce stricter conditions for the release of subsequent installments of foreign contribution. Separate registration fees are payable for each category of work and for each state. Each and every time, if you want to increase your category or you want to increase your geographical coverage, you will have to pay more. Yes, I am from the state of Kerala. Earlier, only a single registration fee was required. Now it has become costly affair now. For anything and everything, pay registration fees. Pay registration fees means who will be mad enough to start an NGO? Got the point? Definition of key functionary has been expanded. Who are the key functionaries in an NGO? Directors of companies, partners of firms, trustees of trusts. The Karta. Karta means head of Hindu undivided family, office bearers, members of governing bodies, and any officer or person responsible for the management or affairs of an association. Associations having foreign nationals other than persons of Indian origin as key functionaries will ordinarily not be considered for registration or prior permission. That means if you are a completely foreign NGO run by foreign nationals, you will not be considered for registration or prior permission. You will not get it. Got the point here? You won't even get registration if all, yes, foreign nationals we are from the USA. You know, we need the registration, register our NGOs here. Modi and Amit Shah will be like, Tata, Khatam. I think the name of that NGO was Greenpeace, if I am not wrong. Greenpeace or something. So that used to be one of the major NGOs here. Most of the newspapers also, they also are very, very sad because these NGOs are getting shut down here, because these NGOs are the major bread and butter. NGOs getting foreign funding. In that 1% used to go for what? Advertisements in newspapers, articles in newspapers. Kick them out. This stops. Newspapers will get shut down. This is the bottom line. Got the point here? That is why you will never see one article also being written by the Hindu in support of the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Keep it in mind. They will always say, in a democracy, dissent is necessary for a strong democracy. And for that, we need NGOs. We need civil society organizations. Huh? For that, you need the opposition. You need an opposition here, a proper opposition. Who knows which mudda to take up? Got the point here? What are NGOs? Wow, nice question. Organizations seeking renewal are expected to have utilized at least 10 lakh of foreign contributions on approved activities during the previous 2 financial years. If you are seeking renewal, minimum you should have used for 10 lakh of foreign contributions you should have already used in the last 2 years. If you are not used, it is still there lying in your account, no renewal. Got the point? Religious activities. Rules permit religious education, theological study, that is religious scriptures, etc., preservation of religious tradition, documentation of faith tradition, preservation of indigenous and tribal belief system, religious gatherings, maintenance of places of worship. For all this, you can take money. Getting the point here? You will immediately, you can use money for all these religious activities, except what? Conversion. Religious instruction, documentation of faith traditions, and preservation of indigenous and tribal belief system must be carried out without politicization. Again, same thing. Whatever think tank, see, point is simple. You are getting foreign contribution. What purpose you are using it for? Because educational purpose is allowed here. See, educational purpose is allowed. So I am having a think tank. I want to conduct research, or I want to set up a team to basically investigate the educational outcome of tribal people. I am getting foreign fund for that. Can I use it? Absolutely yes. I have all the data and documents with me. No issues. Getting the point here. Now, for example, like I told you, I've told this many a times also, Pratham, that is an NGO. That NGO is dependent by the government of India for what purpose? Because Pratham prepares the annual school education report, ASER. That is utilized by the government of India to decide and frame their policies on education. Now, Pratham is not bothered, right? Pratham is not writing articles, oh, NGOs, we are suffering here. No, why? Pratham has their entire affairs in order. Pratham is doing their audit. Pratham, in fact, let me tell you, getting a job in Pratham is not at all easy. You have to clear the written exam, then there is an interview, only then you get a job there. And it is very hectic. My sister used to work there. That is how I know about it in this detail. So she had to travel in South India and then actually had to make a report on the quality of the schools in South India. How good or bad are the schools here? That was her job. So they will give assignments like that. So as long as you are doing it as per what is written in the government, no issues. Clear? Now this Foreign Contribution Amendment Bill 2026, it has, you can read it. Okay. The bill has been deferred and remains pending in the parliament. So just read. Let us not waste our time on it. Bottom line, I'll just give a crux of it. So what the central government has decided is, see, many NGOs couldn't register or couldn't renew their registration. So central government said, we'll create a designated authority. Designated authority. Now what is this designated authority? Their job is, so if I am running an NGO, or let us forget it, Sneha is running an NGO. Sneha couldn't get her license renewed, etc. Whatever properties are there within, under the NGO run by Sneha, the designated authority of the central government will take it. Then whatever money is there in her account, that also I will take. If she gets her registration, everything done within a reasonable time, it will go back to her. Otherwise, it will remain with this designated authority. Later, the government will decide what to do with that fund, what to do with that money, what to do with those properties. Later, the government will decide. As soon as government came up with the bill, only half of the NGOs in this country had a mini ECG variation. They were like, hey, Bhagwan. Got the point here? Revised compounding penalties. Administrative expenditure, if it exceeds, then you will have to pay a penalty of 1 lakh or 5% of the excess expenditure. If you made investments in gold, bond, shares, etc., etc. That is speculative investments you made. Then attracts a penalty of 1 lakh or 30% of the amount invested. You're not supposed to do that also. No real estate trading, no gold buying, no shares. If you got $10 for uplifting people from poverty, you will use the $10 only for uplifting people from poverty. $1 or 1 rupee also you're not supposed to invest anywhere else. Clear? Returns earned from speculative investments are recoverable. In diversion of foreign contributions, that is any profit that you made from such investments, that is completely recoverable. Government will take it. Diversion of foreign contributions from approved purposes attracts a penalty of 1 lakh or 30% of the amount involved, whichever is higher. Acceptance or utilization of foreign contribution for purposes or in states and union territories not covered by registration attracts a penalty of rupees 1 lakh or 30% of the amount involved, whichever is higher. Got the point? 1 lakh or 30%. What you didn't get? See, point is this much. First point, you made administrative expenditure, you're only supposed to maintain it what? 20%. So 100 rupees you got as foreign funding. In that 21 rupees you spent as administrative expenditure. Penalty of 1 lakh or 5% of the excess expenditure. Whichever is higher. Whichever is higher means what is 5%? What is you were supposed to spend 20 rupees. Now you spend what? 1 rupee extra. 5% of 1 rupee is some 5 paise. Correct. Which is higher? 1 lakh or 5% of 1? 1 lakh is higher. So fine will be 1 lakh. Even if you spend 1 rupee more as administrative expense, you will end up paying 1 lakh as fine. Next one, if you do speculative investment, real estate trading, share market, stock market, bond market, gold buying, anything. See, basically you use that money for any other purpose other than what is written in law. 105 list is there, right? In that 105, you got the foreign fund, you should only use it for the purpose what you have registered for. You use any other investment, 30% of the amount invested, gayab. Any profit you got, that also central government will take. Foreign contribution you diverted, again 1 lakh or 30%. You tried to do the NGO activity in a state for which you were not registered, again fine. So fine. Anything and anything you do which is with not as per the registration what you have done, you're done. Official data. According to official data, more than 22,000 Foreign Contribution Act registrations have been cancelled. 22,000. Getting the picture here. 22,000 FCRA cancelled means what? We are going to see Aram. Wait and watch. In another 1 year, you can expect many of these NGOs getting shut down. NGOs you leave. That is going to happen in this next 6 months only. What is really going to happen is wait and watch news channels. The so-called what do you call that? Is a think tank analyst, is a strategic expert, is an expert in this field. All those people are going to find unemployment. Berozgari. Probably they will also come to sit and prepare for UPSC. Both are going to increase. Clear? More than 15,000 registrations expired. 14,460 registrations remain active as of now. Separate reports indicate that more than 20,000 registrations were revoked during the past decade. That means from 2016 to 2026, if you see, 20,000 NGOs, their registrations have been cancelled. That is why we are not seeing protest anywhere. Any environmental destruction is happening. Why are we not seeing protest? Aravalli Hills getting destroyed. Great Nicobar project is happening. No response. Mumbai, that Joggers Park also some construction etc. was happening. Some metro construction or something. No protest. Think na, why will somebody come and stand outside in the sun? How long they will stand? That too for environment. Bottom line is that. Content creators, again, if they are that is also there. I'm not denying it, because I don't know whether you have seen this sting operation. A sting operation was done by, I don't know which channel they did it. So they had approached a few of the so-called celebrities. I'm not going to reveal their name. Most of them are old and currently they are jobless. So they were all told only one thing, that we will give you some content. Okay, to the celebrities they told, we will give you some content. You will have to post it in your different social media handles, that is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So for each post, what will you charge? So one actor told, very old actor, he said 1 crore. No, sorry, 10 lakhs he said. 10 lakhs per post. One actor straight away told, see, I'm not going to bargain. You give me whatever content you have. You pay me only one payment, 1 crore. That's it. One flat payment you give me. 1 crore you give. So within 1 week, whatever content you have, whatever is to be posted, I will post it. I will keep doing it. Just 1 crore you give. This was it. So all that will end. We have seen such things now. That is, people sitting in, let us say, in the comforts of their home in Mumbai, and they are posting, let us say, for example, all eyes on dash. Whichever. Those of you who have followed news, they will be knowing. My question is, yeah, you're staying in Mumbai. You are staying in one of the richest parts of Mumbai, where an Indian, an average Indian, even if he works for another 100 years of his life, he is not able to buy even one, won't even be able to buy one plot of land there. How are you concerned? Why are you concerned about something that is happening in wherever it is, whichever part of the world it is? Why are you posting it? Got the point? Do you really think all these are, because they are socially very aware? Some of them, if you go and ask who is the president of India, also probably they won't be knowing it. But they won't know who is their MP or MLA. Forget social, this thing. Forget president. They won't be knowing MP or MLA. But ask them about, why are they worried about something that is happening like 100 or 200, thousands of kilometers away from us? That's the point. Clear? Any doubts here? 9:47 already and only one topic done. Wow, what a nice. The remaining I will take it up. See, just give me a few more days, people. My offline classes will be probably getting over by July 15th. I will be a little more free. So once I am free, I am planning to focus a little more on YouTube, a little more on my current affairs also, so that any important topics, say for example, these next set of topics are very, very important. Not Netra as such, but yeah, Netra or drug rules, Indian passport, because we saw the whole discussion and debate. Now, till now, I was also thinking Indian passport means it's a proof of citizenship. It is not. Okay. Then the next article is statistical database, and a very, very important article, which is super El Nino, the whole geography part. So I will compensate for all this one way or the other through recorded videos, or by keeping 1 or 2 additional current affairs special classes during the week. But till then, bear with me. All right. Always, whichever content I am going to put it, even if it is a recorded video or even if it is a live class, the video will be available in the description. I mean, the PDF will be available in the description. Take it from there. All right, people. Let's call it a day. It's already 9:49. Okay. 2031. Okay, in 5 years. Should I follow current videos along with reading NCRTs and join Praram next year? Yes. Follow my current affair videos. Definitely. Because I give the PDF also. So read the PDF, highlight it, keep on revising it. Answers of CCA group, I will put it up again. Eventually, I will do it. True. Fees in EMI option is not available. You will have to get a credit card and then convert it into EMI. Banking and SSC current affairs carries very less weightage. It is more to do with static portion. Please understand that. And in SSC and banking, questions are like, what is SEBI chairman's name? What is SBI chairman's name? Who is the chairman for or MD for Life Insurance Corporation of India? These are the type of questions that you will get. So CA is like a very minuscule weightage. Is out of 25 questions, you may get 3 or 4 questions maximum under current affairs, not too many. Retaining CA will only happen when you write answers. So FCRA, again, you should write. What are the features of FCRA? What is the controversy surrounding the latest FCRA amendments? Write a proper answer based on facts and figures. Then only you will be able to retain it. Any CA magazine, Sunil Gadshi, because ultimately all the magazines are prepared by people who have given their mains or gone till the interview. And the sources are always the same: Hindu, Indian Express, Yojana, Kurukshetra, Press Information Bureau, All India Radio, Down to Earth magazine. That's it. 90% content is going to remain the same. The real mantra 316. Please say motivated lines. It is not that, okay, thoda motivation dega. Oh my God, kalari parambara devangale, and then you say something. Nothing like that. It comes in a flow. Any plans to resign PW? Yeah, that thought has crossed my mind. All right. Sir, I've cleared CDS and FCAT, but now for CGL. I'm feeling mental fatigue and drowsiness all the time. Eat on properly, drink water properly, start working out. It should get sorted out. Yes, yes, yes. That also I know. Bad YouTube. That also we will do. My YouTube is filled with your videos. Don't watch YouTube. Finished. How many times you will say love you, Kevin? Please follow my current affairs. You won't lose out anything because of that. See, my PDF's purpose is so that you don't have to sit and wait 2.5 hours of paper reading. Because this, whatever material you saw here, right, Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, this is at least from 3 to 4 sources, not just the Hindu. That is why it is so comprehensive and so elaborate. So please understand that when I sit with a topic, when I understand that, okay, it's a really important topic, I go deep into it. I deep dive into it. So I will go with at least more than one source. I protested against central government in my UG days. Will it affect? Why? I don't think so. Maybe back then, right? Now you stay out of everything. Now you don't do anything active. Lokesh sir, how are you? Stick to my current affair classes. That is what I would tell you if you're preparing for UPSC civil services, because you don't have the time to actually go behind every detailing. Get the point here. You will not go with multiple sources, because sometimes what happens is some newspapers, to suit their management's narrative, every newspaper has one political ideology or they have some hidden agenda. So to serve their agenda, they will purposefully not report a few things, but another newspaper would have reported it. For a civil service aspirant, it is important that he or she has a holistic idea of what the whole thing is. Only then they can get the complete picture. So that is why I'm telling you, even it's okay, you focus your preparation on your energies on understanding the static subjects, listening to the classes. Got the point here? When you come to Mangaluru, please inform. I have come and taken classes in Mangalore also. Mangalore is one of my second most favorite place, I would say, because seafood is amazing there. Amazing. Food, only 2 places are best in India. That is what I feel. One is Hyderabad, the next is Mangaluru. If you are into spicy food, you should visit these 2 places in your life. If you love seafood and if you love food, Hyderabad, best. I'll make you chubby in no time. Good. English better karna hai, to keep, there are no tricks. Keep reading, keep talking. Thank you, Nisha. You're very kind with your words. Any ideas? Maths. Maths in SSC CGL. First thing, tables till 50. By heart it. Squares till 50. Cubes at least till 30. If you can push it to 50, great. Do this first. Calculation should be fast. First thing. Then let us say you are going to do speed, distance, time. Write down all the formulas first of that chapter. Keep revising it. Trigonometry. Write down all the formulas. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Keep on doing it. Keep revising it. That's the only way. By heart the formulas, then start solving the problems. Natil Evada, Thrissur. Mumbai. Mumbai, I have only been like, just for transit purpose. I have not visited the city as such. I answered that, I addressed that. CDS AFCAT. CDS Armed Forces, right? Common admission test. Focus more on the SSB interview. Clearing the prelims, most of the people will do, but focus more on the SSB interview. The Hindu language and content is good. Problem is it is very anti-government. Can we expect disaster management mains question regarding earthquake since it is in news? See, everything has a probability. That is a reality. Everything has a probability. Disaster management is a topic in itself. So it will come one or the other way. My economy is weak. How can I improve? Economy, to improve it, what I would always suggest to people is whichever topic. See, economy, why you are weak in it is only because it has a lot of definitions. It is one subject which is filled with definitions. But the advantage of the subject is that it is an international subject. Inflation meaning is the same in India and the same abroad also. So whichever topic you didn't understand. So for example, I want to know how is current account deficit linked to fiscal deficit. This I want to study. Because directly you will not find any material anywhere to deal with this. Put it straight away in YouTube. You will find international professors of economics explaining the concept very beautifully. One thing about these foreign professors, especially of economics, is that they don't beat around the bush. They will immediately tell it in very simple and easygoing words. So do that. YouTube channel in Malayalam. Agraham illadilladilladilladilla. But let's see. Please follow it. Please follow it. PDF only right. Follow. See, I'll tell you one simple funda. You are following my PDF. You know why? Because that PDF is actually your newspaper compilation. Number 2, you will also have to read one monthly current affair compilation. Read the both at least 5 times. That is what I would say. Keep reading them. Visit the PW app. 1 year CA is more than enough. How do we write introduction? What should be the approach? Introduction is always based on the nature of the question asked. So some questions will be pretty direct. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Let us say the question is there. So you will start your answer with what? Defining what is FCRA. Simple. See, other than is, was, what, why, and whatever else is there in the question needs to be defined. Okay, this, what is this? What is this? Then you connect every key word like that. That is what they call the keywords. Then you connect all the keywords. You write your body. Then you will add data to validate it. Conclusion part, you will give the government schemes. That's it. That's I don't. What's the section reading? So I have to IIT children. Your father's friends have IIT children. Oof. SBI PO, any suggestion? കുത്തി ഇരുന്ന് പഠിച്ചോ, വേറെ ഒന്നുമില്ല. Sit and keep solving maths problems. Other than that, nothing else to do. SBI PO. B pharmacy, I don't know about that exam, to be very honest. Okay. Now we are having our spammers again. In India, promoting superstitious matters, is it illegal? As long as it is not religious conversion. I'll tell you. For example, now I have a neighbor here. Okay, so she prepares amazing food. She's a Muslim. So I think on the day of Rakhi or something, she had come home. We had called her. I don't know what festival it was. Yeah, it is basically this festival called Varamaha Lakshmi. It is a very famous festival in Karnataka where we do the puja for Lakshmi. I believe in that festival a lot because ever since we started celebrating that festival, our finances, our family's finances have improved. So I believe in it royally well. So she came home. We told about this festival, everything. So she tied one Rakhi for me. Okay, fine. Next day, she had prepared some lunch or something. So she had put a little bit of salt. So because some people like, when if the salt is a little less for the curry, they would like to have a little salt in their lunch. My wife told her, listen, don't give salt to anybody. Because salt is like you're giving away Lakshmi. Money in your house will come down. It's a belief. It's a superstitious belief. My wife just told her. Now she's a Muslim. She's free to take it. She's free to leave it. She was like, okay. No. I will not send any more then. These are harmless beliefs, right? Harmless beliefs. I'm not asking her, come on, immediately join Hinduism. Nothing. But she felt, okay, why should I do something which may cause a reduction in my finances? Superstition ultimately. There is no doubt about it. Superstition it is. But there is no religious conversion involved. Got the point? Say, for example, if you are eating food and you leave your hands dry, some people will say, if you leave your hands dry like that, where the food has dried in your fingers, then there will be poverty in home. Some people will say, if your hand is left to dry like that, your marriage will be delayed. Superstition. No religious conversion is involved. Got the point? How to study with a batch. Join the batch, sit and attend the class, don't create backlog. That's it. Practicing maths, nothing else. Practice maths, practice logical reasoning, practice your main subject, which subject you're choosing. Because RBI grade B, you have to choose a main subject there. Okay, people, it's too many spamming. I'm not able to read. Let's call it a day. Take care, people. See you all next week. All right. Take care.